Here, our goal is to convert 0.36 to a fraction in lowest terms. How are we going to do this? Our goal is to take this decimal 0.36 and express it as a fraction in lowest terms. Notice that there are two numbers behind the decimal point, 3 and 6, which means that we're going to be taking 36 and dividing it by 100. Why 100? Notice that we have two zeros, and those two zeros are because we have two numbers behind the decimal point. Now, if we had three numbers behind the decimal point, we'd use 1,000. If we had one number behind the decimal point, we'd use 10. All right, so since we have two numbers behind the decimal point, we use 100. And it makes sense because 3 is in the 10th place and 6 is in the 100th place. And so we have 36 over 100. That is 0.36 expressed as a fraction, but it's not in lowest terms yet, right? 36 over 100 is not in lowest terms yet. What we have to actually do is we have to find a number that can go into both 36 and 100. And so let's use 4, right? So we say 4 into 36. How many times does 4 go into 36? 4 goes into 36 9 times, and 4 goes into 100 25 times. Now let's look at 9 and 25. Is there a number that we could use that could go into both 9 and 25? The answer is no. 9 over 25 is 0.36, expressed as a fraction in lowest terms. Now let's move on to the next question. We have 7.5%, and our goal is to convert this into a decimal number. And so we have to convert it into a decimal. So we have 7.5%, not 7.5%. I'm sorry. We have 17.5%. That is what's here. 17.5%. And our goal is to convert this into a decimal number. So how are we going to express 17.5% as a decimal? So let's go ahead and do it. What we have to do is we have to divide by 100. And how do you know that we're going to divide by 100? What can give you a hint? Well, you can look at the symbol, and the symbol could help you because the symbol here is the slash. It could remind you that we have 1, and here's the 2 circles. We could remind you that, hey, we have 2 zeros. And so it could remind you that, hey, we have to use 100. And so we have to divide 17.5 by 100. And now what we're going to do? Well, if we have 17.5 divided by 100, what is that? Well, 17.5 divided by 100 is going to give us 0.175. And so our answer here is 0.175. So that is 17.5% written as a decimal number, 0.175. Next, we have to take 13 over 20 and convert it into a percentage. Now, if we have a fraction and we want to convert it into a percentage, we just have to multiply by 100. And so we're going to multiply by 100 over 1. We say 13 times 100, and that gives us 1,300. We say 20 times 1. 20 times 1 is 20. And then we have to divide. We have to divide 1,300 by 20. When we divide that, we get 65. And so that means that 13 over 20 as a percentage is going to be 65%. And that's our answer to this question.